Hey y'all, it's Heel Heat time.
Hi everybody and welcome to Heel Heat. My name is George Coles and it's a Heel Heat unboxing. Now this time we ordered from highspots.com, as you can see by the stickering. And what it's called is the 10x10 loose DVD spindle. Basically, this is the stuff they take out to the merch desks that gets loose from the DVD cases. They sell 10 DVDs for 10 bucks. I double up. I got 20. So there's 20 DVDs. I have no idea what they are. It's totally random. We'll find out as you do. And there's also a DVD of the Barbed Wire City, the ECW documentary. When you order from High Spots, when you check out, they give you deals almost every time. Every time I've ever ordered, I got some kind of special deal. This time, the Barbed Wire City, a $20 DVD, they had for $5. So I added it to my cart. So I do know what that is. Other than that, the 20 other DVDs will be brand new to me, and I'll be learning them for the first time as you are. And as you can see, we're going to jump right into opening this because we're going to have a lot to show and a lot to have. Manifest here. Shows DVD Spindle, Barbed Wire City. That would be how they're delivered, as a spindle. Hence the name. Some packing. The Barbed Wire City DVD, which I highly recommend if you're an ECW fan. It works very well as a companion piece to the rise and fall of ECW. This tells the stories that they didn't tell on there. Basically, this is the stuff that the WWE whitewashed over. A great documentary. Also, High Spots usually put something cool in there. Got a Ric Flair card. Pretty awesome on that. And I guess you would say an index card for DIY Wrestling, which is their on-demand site, and WrestleCon, which will be the days, I think the day before and the day of WrestleMania. Now let's jump into the spindle, see what the 20 surprise DVDs are. Guess the best way to do this would be to lay them face down and then put them back into the spindle as I do them. That way as to not scratch them. Guess that's just a buffer. First one is AWS Alternative Wrestling Show Best of AWS Volume 1. Pretty cool. Next is Tammy Sitch 06 shoot interview from RF Video. Pretty cool. I don't know if you guys are picking up on this stuff as I'm showing it over. Hardcore Homecoming, November Rain, the second of the Hardcore Homecoming shows. Another really cool one. Right there, just in those three, I probably got my $20 worth. When Wrestling Was on the Marquee, Classic Confrontations of the Southwest. Interesting, has looks like Manny Fernandez, Nick Bockwinkel, Dory Funk Jr., Adrian Adonis. So should be some pretty cool stuff on there. All-Female Wrestling Body Slam Volume 1. Could be very interesting. I am a fan of women's wrestling. Major League Wrestling Reload Tour Day 2. Major League Wrestling was a great promotion, kind of the buffer between, kind of a hybrid between ECW and Ring of Honor. It didn't last too long, but they did put on some great shows. Major League Wrestling's Hybrid Hell. Awesome shows. I mean, really, really, this is all worth it so far. Classic Wrestling Volume 1. Not sure what's on that, but I'm intrigued. Ooh. Best of the Super Juniors, Disc 2 from 2005. That's a New Japan Pro Wrestling DVD. And if you're not familiar with that tournament, there's nothing I could say to you, but that's awesome and probably worth it itself. Tribute to Cade, Carolina Championship Wrestling. I'm guessing that's a Lance Cade thing. This is disc number 1. NWA Florida, Tradition is About to Change. Some very interesting stuff amongst with some stuff that I would really like. The Feud, Magnum vs. Nikita, 20 years later. That should be very interesting. That's one I've actually contemplated buying a few different times. National Wrestling Wildside, Super J Volume 1. Another Super Juniors tournament. Should be interesting. Best of World 2005 Disc 2. Interesting to see what's on that. IPW Hardcore, Jeff Patterson Memorial Cup Tournament 2003, disc number 2. So as we're seeing a lot of discs 1s or disc 2, but that's cool. Like I said, I've already got more than $20 worth out of it, and this will even make it better. 2008 Battle of Los Angeles Pro Wrestling Guerrilla Stage 2. Again, I've already made more than I could imagine I've got out of this, so anything on these surprise DVDs is a bonus. Omega 1, Uncommon Passion. Something interesting, Matt and Jeff Hardy's promotion. Japanese Wrestling Volume 3, Disc 23. Okay, from this front we get Bockwinkel, the Sheik, and looks like the Destroyer, Dick Bauer, but pretty cool again. One of the ones I'm going to be surprised on, see what's on there. The Best in the World, American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, disc number 5. Can't go wrong with Bryan Danielson. Those of you that know him may know him as Daniel Bryan. Last but not least, UWF Live from Harrisonburg, Virginia. So an interesting haul. Some DVDs I'm familiar with, some companies I'm familiar with, some I'm not. Be interested to watch a lot of these. Should be a lot of fun. The only setback I would say is you get a lot of disc number 2s without disc number 1. Minor gripe, because I'll go through it again. I'll just stack them here. Not familiar with that. Familiar with Bryan Danielson, that's worth it there. Not familiar with this. Omega, put that in the worth it file. Battle of Los Angeles, put that in the worth it file. IWA Hardcore Tournament, should be interesting. We'll put that in the good file. Don't know what that is, so I'll put this over here in the questionable file. Super J from Wildside, put that in the great file. Magnum vs. Nikita, should be awesome. NWA Florida, we're putting this in the questionable file, but again, I really don't know. It could be awesome. Tribute to Lance Cade, going in the questionable file, but could be awesome. New Japan Super Juniors, over here in the awesome. Classic Wrestling, had to put in the questionable, but again, Hybrid Hell for Major League Wrestling. Major League Wrestling Reloaded Volume 2, or Day 2. All female wrestling in the questionable pile. When wrestling was on the marquee, we'll put that in the great pile over here. Hardcore Homecoming over in this pile. Tammy Lynn Sid shoot interview in this pile. Alternative Wrestling Show, put it in this pile, and there's the buffer again. So out of the 20 DVDs, and I consider them, these would be ones I'd actually buy straight up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 out of 20, so 6 out of the 10 would be DVDs I would buy straight up with, so a 60% ratio of DVDs I would want to buy to DVDs that I don't know, that I'm not familiar with, and these could all actually turn out to be better than those. So looks like overall I think very much worth the price. Like I said, you don't have to double up and do the 20. I only did so because I wanted to get 20 different discs. I believe it said if you could do up to 30 and they guarantee no doubles. But all in all, very much worth the $20 it cost me. High Spots never disappoints. They always pack everything well. They always ship quality merchandise. 20 wrestling DVDs, $20. Can't beat that. But basically, that's all I have to say about this. My name is George Coles, and this has been another episode of Heel Heat Unboxing.